Do you go no contact or do you go low contact? Which one is right for you? One of the hardest decisions you'll ever make is choosing how much access you give a toxic person. Do you go no contact and block everything, or low contact and limit what they get from you? There's no one size fits all answer. There is a right answer for you, depending on your safety, your peace, and your emotional bandwidth. Let's break down the difference and help you decide, okay? Because a lot of the times, even me included in my previous videos, I would say no contact, no contact. But sometimes you have to go low contact. You can't fully go no contact for whatever reasons. What is no contact? No contact means cutting off all communication, digitally, emotionally, physically. And I want to touch up on the emotional part because, you know, you can block them and everything, you can delete their number, but you can still be talking and thinking about them. So technically, you're still in contact with them energetically. It's for situations where the person is abusive, manipulative, or refuses to respect your boundaries. No contact is not petty, and no contact is not the silent treatment. It's powerful. It's saying, I choose peace over performance. And yes, it might feel lonely at first, but that emptiness is just your nervous system resetting. It's not abandonment, it's alignment. So, what is low contact? Low contact is a strategic distance. It means you set the rules. How often they can reach out to you, or how often you will look at texts, answer phone calls. What topics are off limits? When you respond, or if you respond. Low contact is helpful when no contact isn't possible. Like, for example, if you're co-parenting with someone, sometimes you cannot go no contact. You have to discuss things to do with the children. For example, family members, or even at work. You can't go no contact at work. You'll lose your job, especially if that toxic person may be your boss. But even in low contact, you don't owe emotional access. You are allowed to give neutral energy, short responses, and protect your peace. Now, how to decide? Ask yourself, does this contact feel like peace or panic? Do I feel drained or respected after the interaction? Now, these questions that you're going to be asking might sound like it's obvious. If they're toxic and they're not good for your mental health, physical health, whatever it is, then obviously you would think no contact is the best solution. Sometimes you can put that toxic person in a rage, make them smear you, destroy your reputation. Like I said, low contact or no contact is a choice you make depending on how it's going to affect your life, because each decision that you make will affect your life. Going no contact can save people's life because the toxic person is that rageful. The toxic person is that angry and dangerous. and unpredictable that you have to go no contact. There's no low contact about it. It all depends on the toxic person in question. It all depends on things they've done in the past to you or others. For example, if this person has nothing to lose and they've got a reputation for harming people, no contact may be the best option for you. When it comes to family members or covert narcissists, for example, sometimes going no contact can destroy your reputation. Sometimes it will look like you might have mental health issues. If you are cutting off an immediate family member, maybe like a sibling or a parent, it may seem like you are not mentally well if all of a sudden you go no contact with a parent, a covert narcissistic parent. There's been no argument, no bust up. You've just seen a switch went off in your head and you saw that they are toxic, they are manipulative, it's very sneaky and cunning, and if you ever try to speak out about it, you will look crazy, because that's what covert narcissism does. If you try to speak out about it, you will look like the narcissist or the crazy one. So sometimes with covert narcissists, especially if they have a certain job title, this all comes into play as well. Let's just say they work for the government or the police or something where they have authority, or they work in the law and they can really do damage. Sometimes low contact is better than no contact. So you have to really sit down and decide, what kind of person do you think you're dealing with? And I say think because you may not actually know this person. Sometimes going low contact does eventually turn into no contact with time. Sometimes that low contact pushes them to find another target where they may end up blocking you and discarding you in the end, because they can't get that energy from you. So sometimes you can go low contact in a way to get them to discard you and make them feel like they have the power. This is a choice you have to make. And like I said before in previous videos, I kept saying no contact, but sometimes it can be worse. And people in the comments did used to get upset and say, I can't go no contact. It's a parent, it's a sibling, it's a boss. Sometimes you cannot go no contact. And you may have to go low contact. But there's things you have to ask yourself, like, is this connection costing me my growth? Is this person not harmful, physically harmful, but emotionally draining? Low contact may work with boundaries, of course. Trust your body's reaction. Trust your nervous system knows before your mind does. Whether you go no contact or low contact, the goal is the same. It's for peace. You don't owe an explanation for your healing. You don't need permission to protect your energy. This is your life. And your peace is not selfish. It's sacred.